Kuzuzambo and a very warm welcome to Bhutan This Week, our weekly news magazine program with me, Ishi Gyaltsen. Our top stories this week: Their Majesties offer prayers at Paro Taksang to mark the 30th birth anniversary of His Majesty the King. 14 serving members of the National Council to recontest in the elections this year. And Trongsa Dzongkhag wins the title of the Strongman competition for the third time. To mark the 30th birth anniversary of His Majesty the King, Their Majesties and His Royal Highness the Gyaltse visited Paro Taksang to offer prayers on Wednesday morning. Their Majesties celebrated the occasion at the Royal Bhutan Army's Commando Wing in Paro.
Considered as one of the most sacred Buddhist sites in the country, the temple complex surrounding the sacred cave where Guru Rinpoche meditated in the 8th century has been built by various Buddhist masters over the centuries. This is His Royal Highness the Gyaltse's first visit to Taksang. Later in the evening, His Majesty celebrated the special day with the soldiers and officers of Bhutan's first ever contingent for the United Nations peacekeeping operations. The country's contingent is at a rapid deployment level. This means UN peacekeeping unit is now ready to be deployed to a mission area within 60 days of deployment notice from the United Nations. Bhutan has been participating in UN peacekeeping operations since 2014. Today, over 82 peacekeepers have successfully served at various UN peacekeeping missions around the world. Retired armed forces personnel and the soups of Paro also joined the celebrations. For Sangit Chezum in Paro, Sunampem for BBS News.
In New Delhi, Foreign Minister Thamche Duji and India's External Affairs Minister Sushma Swaraj joined the Bhutanese community in celebrating the 30th birthday of His Majesty the King. The celebration is also a special event in India, marking the golden jubilee of formal diplomatic relations between the two countries.
The foreign ministers lead the butter lamps to celebrate His Majesty's 30th birthday as national anthem of Bhutan and India played at the background. In her remarks, External Affairs Minister Sushma Swaraj, on behalf of the government and the people of India, extended warmest greetings to His Majesty the King on the joyous occasion of His Majesty's birthday. She wished His Majesty's good health, happiness and continued success in his pursuit of peace and prosperity for the friendly people of Bhutan.
The year 2018 is a milestone moment of India because it is a year for India-Bhutan partnership as we celebrate the accomplishments of the last 5 decades of our time-tested and special ties. It is also an opportunity for us to reflect on how well we could advance this unique partnership to respond to hopes and aspirations of our two peoples, of our common prosperity and a better future. We are proud of the special and exemplary ties of friendship and cooperation that we share with Bhutan, which are built on shared values and aspirations, utmost trust and mutual respect. It is a unique partnership built on the historical and cultural linkages between the two countries.
Foreign Minister Thamche Duji, on behalf of the people and the Royal Government of Bhutan, expressed appreciation to the people and the Government of India for their generous support, friendship and cooperation in Bhutan's socio-economic development.
The firm foundations that were laid for India-Bhutan relations 50 years ago have grown, blossomed and flourished. It is a relation that has since been carefully nurtured and strengthened under the wise leadership of our visionary monarchs and successive dynamic leaders of India cutting across party lines.
During the event, foreign ministers jointly launched commemorative Bhutanese stamps published by Bhutan Post specially for the Golden Jubilee celebrations. The special issue of Bhutan Panorama magazine, published by the India-Bhutan Friendship Association in coordination with the Royal Bhutanese Embassy, was also launched. The External Affairs Minister also awarded prizes to the top 3 winners of an essay competition organized by the Embassy among Bhutanese students studying in India on the theme India-Bhutan Relations. The event was attended by senior officials of the Government of India, members of the Diplomatic Corps in Delhi, Indian friends and well-wishers of Bhutan, and the Bhutanese community in New Delhi, including Bhutanese students. Later in the evening, Lempu Damchudaji held a meeting with the External Affairs Minister and discussed on a wide range of matters of bilateral interest between Bhutan and India. From New Delhi, Sonam Phunso, BBS News.
Coinciding with the occasion of the 38th birthday of His Majesty the King, the 360 kilowatt Thimphu mini hydropower plant was recommissioned. It is also in commemoration of the 50 years of formal diplomatic relations between India and Bhutan.
The mini hydropower plant in Junshina was commissioned as the country's first hydropower plant 51 years ago. The repair works were carried out last year. It included automation of the old manually operated generator and repairing and maintenance of old structures.
We proposed the government to completely revamp and extend the generating capacity. But since it is the first hydropower plant commissioned on the diplomatic ties between India and Bhutan, the government directed us to keep the plant as it is and carry out minor maintenance.
Prime Minister Tashusring Tobge said the mini power plant is significant for Bhutan, although it has a capacity to generate electricity for just about 108 households. Bhutan today is on the threshold of generating over 1600 megawatt electricity, with commissioning of 15 small and 5 mega hydropower plants. On an average, the mini power plant generates a little over 1 million units of electricity annually. Since its commissioning in 1967, the power plant generated over 53 million units of electricity, which translates to revenue of close to 133 million yutam.
The direct benefit, we are generating 336 kilowatts, which supplies to the Junjina area. So that is now, of course, that is being connected to the grid. Now, second, that benefit that we are getting out of this is, it is also supplying water to the local people from the Pobe tank. And it is also supplying the tailed water is connected to the Thimphu city water tank.
Bhutan Power Corporation, in collaboration with the Electricity Generating Authority of Thailand, carried out the recommissioning works at a cost of about 29 million yutam. Pup Game for BBS News.
Monetary and matrimonial cases still remain the top 2 cases registered in the courts in the country. The judiciary released its annual report on Tuesday earlier this week. 7,700 cases were registered last year.
Of the 4,897 civil cases registered, almost 60% were related to monetary. For matrimonial, 1,430 cases were registered. While these 2 cases topped the list, the overall cases registered as compared to 2016 decreased last year. The courts registered 7,910 cases in 2016. In the criminal cases the courts dealt, assault and battery were the highest. A little over 1,400 criminal cases were registered in 2017. District-wise, Thimphu has the highest number of cases registered with 1,770 cases. Of it, 1,402 cases have been decided. Paro follows with 542 cases. Among the Dungkak courts, Phuntsholing registered the highest number of cases last year. Today, There are 37 courts in the country, including the High Court and Supreme Court. Pema Saldun, PBS News.
14 incumbent National Council members will recontest during the National Council elections this time. The poll day is on 28th April.
Members of Parliament from Bumthang, Chukha, Gasa, Ha, Linsi, Mongar, Samru Jonkar, Sarpang, Thimpu, Tashiangsi, Trongsa, Jirang, Wangdifodang, and Jimgang have decided to stand for the elections.
Tumebe cha shumi, Kechi nga gi dekale, the Chubji gi Logdira, the Kokab Shunigi dentalu, the Saktugi nalu, Dendurgi, Chama Todo Seshunila, the Chama Matoba, Yumigi dele, the Zonka Drugi, Tumida, the Kedengi Tumi Ngabeodalu, the Tumi Chukchidi, the Chama Matomi is. Hama Nito Chusumgi, Nechidas, the Tadi Bewachin, Nito Chusulube de Beruya, the Lok di Taktunalu Chamotomi Chupji, the Chamamotomi Zonka, Drugi Tumida, the Kedengi Tumi Ngabeodalu Chukchi, the Nito Chusuda, Nito Chobgegi, Netsidi, the Chorate Beasi Seshuni.
The present members will not have to resign to run for another term, as the National Council is a continuous house. This means it must be reconstituted on the same day the term of current members expire, which is on 9th May. The house can exist and function as a continuous house only if at any given time there is a minimum of 2/3 of the total members of the house, which translates to 17 members. This is Ringdandu, BBS News.
The Winter Vegetable Production Initiative is not doing well in Lower Keng in Jiamgang. Farmers are not able to market their produce, discouraging them from growing winter vegetables. Some say it is a waste of time and energy. Farmers started to grow winter vegetables on a commercial scale this year.
Some 3,000 kilograms of cabbage is ready for market, but it is not going anywhere. Farmers group of Lamtang is yet to find buyers. They claim they have been waiting for about 2 weeks, but cabbages still remains unsold. They are charging 15 ngitum per kilogram.
If we cannot sell our produce this time, it would definitely discourage our farmers to continue growing next year. Be it groups or individuals, this will surely dampen their spirits. I think the help from the government's farm shops has become necessary.
If we do not get buyers this time, I think it would be very difficult next time. We tried to take it to Thimphu, but the cost of transportation is very high. We even tried to sell in various central schools in Panbang, Shemgang and Yebilapsa, but middlemen are paying us low.
Winter vegetable is cultivated in over 5 acres of land in different areas in Lower Keng. The Zongkak Agriculture Officer said, considering the market issues, some relevant strategies were also discussed during the field day recently. He said one reason is due to the high price. 3 years ago, farmers were encouraged to grow vegetables and even had signed MOU between the Geok and the Zongkak to boost vegetable cultivation in the villages. But the very first attempt this time doesn't look promising. And farmers are worried they might have to leave the cabbages to rot. For Pema Samdrup in Shemgang, Dojitama, BBS News.
Finally, after more than 14 years, a new bus terminal in Olaka might come into existence. Thimphu Tromde was able to convince 23 landowners in the area to give their land for construction. The plan to construct the terminal was approved by the cabinet since 2004, but it failed to progress due to land disputes.
This is where the new bus terminal will be built. The plan remained stranded after the landowners did not accept the compensation paid at the government rate. Public consultation meetings were held for more than 10 times, but to no avail. Finally, in a recent public consultation meeting, people decided to give their land at government rate, which was revised last year. Landowners will be paid nearly 500,000 yutam for a decimal of land.
Dinalo kon nisum dechi the Tromkalu Samapale
A few of them don't have any other land in the city. So as per the Land Act, Land Commission will grant them a plot of land as compensation. Therefore, we will submit such cases to the Land Commission.
Landowners were also given a choice to either build the terminal on public-private partnership model or accept the compensation as per the Land Act. Thompe said construction of the terminal is unavoidable.
If you look at the current situation at Lundi-Zampa, there is severe congestion of traffic and people, especially in the morning and evening. It has become a critical situation, so it's important that we start the construction as fast as possible and complete it.
The construction of the bus terminal, spanning in over 6 acres of land, is expected to begin by the next 5-year plan. Kiladem, BBS News.
Bhutan will soon have archives for the exotic traditional folk dance called Jé. This is expected to preserve and promote such a kind from the risk of being lost forever. The Royal Academy of Performing Arts, in collaboration with the College of Language and Culture Studies, is conducting research and documentation beginning with Nubi Jé in Trongsa. Nubi Jé is one of the 4 officially recognized Jé in the country.
Jé is an elaborately choreographed vocal performance. This culturally and traditionally rich folk dance is neither archived nor documented. There are 4 major Jé: Wa Jé, Nubi Jé, Kyun Jé and Wuchupi Jé. Most of them share common tunes and dance format.
Digitalizing and achieving such dances will be helpful to all the users, such as future researchers, Jé dance lovers, and the youth. The wordings, tunes, steps of Jé will be visually accessible for users in future. This way, our rich culture introduced by our forefathers can be preserved and hand over to our younger generation.
The Jé is performed during important occasions like Sechu and National Day. Some say with modernization, people are giving less importance to these folk songs and dances. But that thread is now taken care. Kyun Jé is believed to be the longest and source of all other Jé. It was performed in celebration of the coming of Shabdung to Bhutan. Pasa in Tonsa, Sherabdoji, BBS News.
3 Tibetan artists led by the local band Misty Terrace put up a musical show to celebrate the Tautambi Losa in the capital on Friday last week. The show was aimed at bringing together artists from different regions and to encourage Bhutanese youth to use music to showcase their talents.
The jam-packed hall cheered with excitement as their favorite musician entertained them. Local band kicked off the show by singing to various Dzongkha, English and Shachop songs. Most of them stood the entire duration to cheer for Misty Terrace and other Tibetan artists.
Both my favorite artists are performing, so I've come to support both of them. This kind of opportunities are really good for all the peoples, not only for the youth. We should all come and support such kind of events and give more encouragement and importance to them so that they can have a better get a better opportunity and they get more interested in such kind of entertainment.
We came here is to mainly to support our Bhutanese stars, and as well as we all know that Sonam Topden is a highlight, we also came here to support him and as well as all the other stars, and we're very excited to see our own Bhutanese rising stars perform here. When we see them, we also feel motivated and feel like, it's kind of inspiration also. So that's why it's kind of important for all the youths and indeed everybody, not only youth.
And when Sonam Topden, a rising Tibetan singer, stepped on the stage, the decibel level inside the hall picked up another notch. The social media sensation sung his first Bhutanese cover, Chue Dangpa. Loved by many young Bhutanese on his last visit to Bhutan, he says Bhutan as a choice for his concert was easy because of his love for the country and its people.
Bhutan has been so sweet and so supportive from the beginning of my career. Like, I started my career before 2 years, and from that moment I have got lots of Bhutanese fans. I can actually say that they brought me till here. Bhutanese fans are very loyal and very honest and very supportive. That's the reason why I came here, and I can see the result here, and people were so sweet and so supportive like I expected.
Tenzin Mariko and Tenzin Migmar, Tibet's most admired dancers, also dazzled the stage with their performances. For Bhutan's Nandin Wangchuk, the event went down as the biggest in his musical life.
It was a tremendous night. Everything went well. Even the real motive of the concert of artists coming together. The songs presenting in alternative format, Nepali, Bhutanese, and then Hindi, and then Tibetan, and it was a huge like a regional voice coming together, and then appreciated by the whole crowd. The energy was very, very strong together.
The first ever Losar Bhutan concert was organized by the Himalayan Cultural Center based in India. Part of the proceeds from the concert will go to one of the schools for students with special needs in Thimphu. This is Sonam Chodin for BBS News.
For the third time, Trongsa Dzongkhag took the title of the strongman competition. The finale of the fourth season was held on Wednesday at the Changlemetang, coinciding with His Majesty's birth anniversary.
29-year-old Sonam Tenzin, representing Trongsa, proved the fastest among the 5 finalists in completing the 4 sets of the competition. Along with the trophy, he took home a cash prize of 300,000 yutam.
I didn't expect to win since all the competitors are strong and have practiced well. Also, I don't plan to contest in the next season. We should give a chance to our younger generation.
Pasang Doji from Bumthang came second and was awarded a cash prize of 200,000 yutam, followed by Lobsang Kinga from Mungar. He won 100,000 yutam. The other 2 finalists were from Thimphu and Sarbang. Except for Pema Gatsal, contestants from all Dzongkhags took part but were eliminated in different stages of the competition. For Pema Gatsal, its contenders failed to get through the Dzongkhag level round. The Bhutan Broadcasting Service Corporation organized the annual event. For Chianga Doji, Sonam Pem for BBS News.
That's all we have for you this week. The details are on our website www.bbs.bt. Thank you for joining us.